Okay, I got the linkage piece trimmed down a little bit right now. So 2.3, so I missed it by a thou. But, this side here is just cut straight, no chamfer. This side over here, I did a chamfer on it. Kind of focusing would be nice. Doesn't like focusing. There it goes. So that's what it looks like with the chamfer on it. So it's deburred, unlike that sharp edge there. And then I already went and tapped the hole down deeper here. Ooh. So I drilled it all the way through and then I tapped it. So hopefully it's deep enough. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So far we're only putting small nicks in it. You have to have some nicks to hold it. So turn that damn light off. So put that up in the chuck jaw there. Put a light tension on it. Okay, now to cut the chamfer, we come over here with our tool bit. We got it set at the angle I wanted to use. Crank it on over there. So I get close. Like that. And then it's just a matter of cutting it until it hits. Now we're cutting on the back side of the chuck, so instead of going the normal direction, we have to go backwards. So now it's going backwards. So now we just go ahead and just cut it away a little bit. I think you got enough. Pull it off, and you look at it. Whoop, there it is. And we got to cut just a little bit more. And of course the phone's bug ringing. Alright, interrupted. Past midnight, still get calls. Oh well. Okay, I go just a little bit deeper because it's just barely touching the edge right down there. That thing to focus in would be nice. So I got to go just a little bit more. Get exactly what I want. Good. You come back and you look at it. And I don't want to have a big, huge amount in there, so let's pull that back a little bit. Where's the damn thing at? Yeah. Stupid camera won't focus and I can't see where I want to look. So there you go. Just doesn't focus in, but anyway, you can see there's a little chamfer right there on the edge. I just want to break that edge a little bit. That's what we're after. So I'll go and get that cleaned up and we'll be able to see it better. Camera wants to focus on the jaw, not what I'm doing. Okay, I got our tap right here. Oop. Working one hand sucks. Okay, go ahead and clean that off, put a little oil on it. Make a nice mess. And let's see if I can fuck it up with one hand. Of course I'm using my left hand too. That's always nice. Nope, not gonna work. Okay, we have to shut this off for a minute. Okay, got it started. Got my correct fingers going. I've already tapped, I already drilled it to all the way through. So now it's just a matter of tapping it until the tap bottom's out here. So this tap's a little dull, so it cuts hard. So anyway, that's how you do it. So let me go ahead and finish this up and then we'll look at it again. Okay, there's the linkage laid out. Got the scale on our center line. So we're at 2.8 inches. Actually we're a little under that, but that's about 2.8. Got our link piece cut right there. We got room for thread. This is how deep the thread was in there, is this deep. So should be enough to run the adjusters all the way in. So we'll find out here in a minute when I screw it in. So anyway, here's the chamfers here. You can see them a little better right here. So they're both equal. So it's all buttoned up. It'll have a nice shiny surface next to your nut so you won't look bad. Everything else will be black. So I'm going to screw it all together and I'll show you what it looks like assembled. Okay, there's all done. Got it adjusted for about 3.875. That's about what the stock bike was. So it's pre-adjusted. I got one turn of adjustment right here. Then we can collapse it, and obviously can unscrew it a bunch. But, so that's what it all looks like. So looks pretty nice with black all over it. So look real good on the bike when we're done. So one more piece done. Now I get to move on to the next piece. I'm going to try this bolt, turning this down. So that'll be the next project. Okay, we got the bolt set up in here. So I'm holding, it's a 12-point bolt. I'm holding it off the head right here. So very little holding power, but I got 6 jaws. So it's actually pretty good. I got it spun so it spins relatively true. There you go. That's pretty true. Okay, I got to turn this down to a metric size. So basically I go down to 234, and right now it should be about 246 or so probably. Yep, there you go, if you can read that. 245 3/4. So I got to turn that down to 234, 234 and a half. Now this is a very flimsy setup, so I got to do a real light cut and just take my time. So I got to do it off the camera. There you go. Okay, here's our new 1/4 metric bolt. So now we're down 229, 230. I missed it by a little. 230 out there. Should be 234, so I got carried away. So anyway, there's our 1/4 nut. We'll torque it down. If it pulls torque, we're good. If it doesn't pull torque, it's no good. But at least now you can hold the mouse together.
I'm gonna run a nylock.
So yeah, I know, but it doesn't matter. It's the threads are on there.
And they'll be goop.
Until you torque it, you don't know. But if you focus in on it, you can see the threads are half gone. Now the reason we used the coarse instead of fine was because coarse has taller threads than fine thread. So
Yes.
they stick in further. So they got more to pull with. That's why you do that. Okay, now I gotta screw around with these. These are gonna be interesting to do.
We're gonna chop those off and leave a flange.
Yes. Attempt to leave a flange.
Alright. Bye-bye. Alright, so we stuck a banjo fitting
Holding it very securely off the thread.
into the lathe. And we're going to cut it down and make a flange and
Nipple.
cut off. Alright, now we're making a nipple.
We're going to use a hose. It's a hose barb.
Alright, we're going to call it a barb. How about that? We'll sit on barb.
Barbie.
Yes, and this is for our master cylinder.
Now if this wipes out of here, if we're lucky, it won't destroy it. So far we haven't done any, that's what we did. Where'd my caliper go off to? There it is. And we're going to use a 1/4 hose. And considering that's 270, how flexible is that hose going to be?
Flexible.
It's going to have to be because it's going to be bigger than 270. I don't know what to use for hose.
We'll know tomorrow.
I can turn it down a little bit, but yeah, we'll figure it out. If you don't like it, you just turn it off. See what I'm doing now?
Mm-hmm.
So it is to fight it. I didn't throw it out, so that's a good sign. We got this high-tech tool here
That's called a saw.
called a saw. I could probably turn that a little shorter. More of a taper for you, make it easy to get the hose over the barb. doing a freehand taper, it's always fun. One barb.
Barb.
I do a little work on it still.
Homemade barb.
Yep. We take it back and do a little grinding, drill a hole in it, chain it, chamfer it out like we did the banjo bolt that we had video. We even have an extra piece left. It's a -3 bung.
Alright, be back. Okay, so we cut it down and made a barb.
We flattened it, deburred it, now we're going to put the center hole in it, chamfer so the fluid will flow better. Like that. It's got to have high flow.
Doesn't have any flow. No flow.
No flow? No flow means no flow, we'll get no fluid. Okay. No, I can't drill backwards. I'm good, but I'm not that good. At least not accurately. Ooh.
High flow.
That's higher than normal flow.
Super flow.
Super flow. This one we're going to use anyway. Okay.
Alright, so from stock Goodrich brake fittings into barbed reservoir line fittings.
Feed lines.
Your option.
So we got our crap made for today.
Bye-bye.
We'll have a new load for tomorrow.
Probably.